Ugh, that's brutal. Heart, heart. So this player opened. I flatted the button. Gonna bet the flop on check two. Gonna use a small sizing. I think it's pretty comfortable with that. I'm just gonna check. I don't really think I want to bet call this against this player, but I think it's close. That queen eight of clubs, like I don't know if he's thinking something like super fucking insane. I don't really know how that translates post flop. It's gonna show down. I don't think value betting that river is really a thing. So this is BBZ on Party Poker, and this is BBZ on Poker Stars since I started. So this was September 1st. This is when I started streaming. This is 0 to 5K. So this just excludes the 10Ks specifically. I didn't play any 25Ks, but it excludes the 10Ks, and there's a reason for that. It's because my results will be dictated by the 10Ks I've played. So the notion that like I haven't been profitable since I started playing is just bullshit. It's a fucking lie. Like I've made money since I started streaming. So like I don't really know where where you would get that from. I just don't know where you get that from. But so sick to be doing that. Like it feels so weak to do that, to like indulge you that way. But like I'm winning, so fuck off. Like if I was losing, like fair enough, you could at least say something. But like you're saying something, and I'm not even losing. Like I could lose, and it could still be a sample size thing. Like if I was losing, it's not like nail in the coffin. You lost over that sample size. You suck. That doesn't mean anything. But like I am actually winning, so. Birdie's such a fucking legend, though. I love this guy. Absolutely monstrous human. Goes to all the fucking coolest places, too, so I'm kind of jealous. Mike, what's up, dude? Miku88, what's up? Appreciate it. Appreciate the people who love on me. What's up, guys? Fucking hell. Authority problem, what happened? Someone pissed me off. Someone pissed me off. Lost my fucking mind. I'm getting it back. Pim, glad you like the YouTube videos. Fuck. There we go. Haters, guys. Haters. There's fucking haters out there. Jesus. I don't think I can really do anything here. Like, I'm talking about the flop. It's really, like, you have to, like, use solvers to figure out this multi-way shit. And I know that you can use them now. And, like, you can get, like, better answers, but... Like, I wonder if I get to mix fold with that hand. I bet I do, but... I also bet I don't get the pure fold that hand. And... So it's always a little awkward when you start getting short, three-betting like these kind of like relatively chunky fractions of your stack. But I think still very standard for me to be three-betting this hand class, and I definitely call it sometimes, but I think at this stack depth maybe I want to use a checking strategy here and check call with this hand. That seems like totally possible. I don't really love this. I almost like checking this hand on the turn, but like that feels kind of weird. It feels like I get called by draws that dominate me a lot, so. But, well, whatever. Feels close. I kind of like checking the flop when it's two-tone flop and like just calling and then dealing with that, but it feels close and it doesn't feel like it matters that much. So, I did that. It's good when it works though, especially right now. I'm not in the mood. I'm in the mood to fuck everything up and bust the 5K. All right. So raise and c-bet, pretty standard. I don't think I can really do anything other than call here. I don't think two-betting this hand makes much sense. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, by the way, but. Especially the way humans play it. Like, I think he's much more likely to bet like 10s and 8s than he needs to bet jacks, for example. This is going to get fucked up if someone bets. It's another interesting spot. If I had 6-5 with like just the naked gut shot on this board texture, I'd probably fold, but It's been intimidating to fold this hand with like the backdoor flush draw too. That seems wrong. Check raising seems viable, but it seems like, I mean, I'll do it sometimes, but it doesn't seem like it's fucking amazing or anything. Part of the problem is that in that situation is just like, how is he offsetting that, like whatever he's value betting there with bluffs, right? Like in that spot, but his bet sizing is so fucking small that it's just like really tempting to think that maybe he can have, or he has a set, right? Like it's tempting to think maybe he can have 2 pair or something. If he has 2 pair, I'll probably win. Defend the big blind with king 9-0, pretty standard. I feel like there's a lot of calls in this range, but it feels like king 9 has to bluff. Like king 9, king of spades. Feels like this hand has to bluff. That sucks. I did think about check raising the flop. Kind of wish I would have, but I don't think that's really such a good idea. Gonna have to deal with like a lot of things that suck. Nice call. It's just tempting to like start turning this shit into a bluff because I don't have much else to bluff with. But I'm just not going to do it. I don't oftentimes 3-bet fold this stack depth, but I'll do it non-zero. Obviously checking's viable too. There's not really a very big difference between those 2 lines. Checking and betting small. Pretty sure I'm supposed to call here, so that's what I'm going to do. I think this variation of this combo can jam the turn. Oh, like yeah. I mean, I think that like you just call this, yeah, with different suit variations. I like jamming here. I got it in dead again against 10-4. What do we got there? Able to suck out. Got it in pretty bad against 10-4 suited, but you know, try to keep his range weak by calling pre-flop, and don't think I can fold my hand on that run out. So I don't think this is like something you should do all the time, but I think there's a decent amount of this in the strategy. Well, if he's watching this stream, he's going to be unhappy when he sees that. What have I done job-wise before poker? I worked at 7-Eleven. I worked at Urban Planet, which is a clothing store. Obviously, we're calling. Yes! There we go! Let's get it! Yeah, 7-Eleven, Urban Planet. I did both of those jobs at the same time. I was working about 90 hours a week. Both jobs were full-time, and I did overtime at 7-Eleven. So I was working like 88 hours a week, maybe. Something like that, 86 hours a week. And then from 7-Eleven, Urban Planet, I did door-to-door sales. They actually came in and saw me working so fucking hard. They would see me all the time. They'd be like, how, you know. Anyways, I got hired out of 7-Eleven. These people were running a door-to-door sales firm, like pulled me out of 7-Eleven, which was great. So I did door-to-door sales for like 2.5 years, maybe. I think underbetting this river is going to be something that you can do. I think it's less good when you have an ace in your hand because you block the hands that are here and calling you. I expect to lose here, but I don't expect to be able to fold with this either, so. Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's BBZ here, and we've got a new video on BBZstaking.com introducing you to quantitative strategies, okay? So what the video is going to do is it's going to teach you how to calculate an MDF. It's going to teach you how to estimate your fold frequency on the river. It's going to teach you about geometric progression, and I'm going to reinforce those principles using solvers, so some of the strongest technology that's available today for solving poker problems, and solidifying these strategies in your mind. These are very important strategies for people who are beginners. It's designed as a video for people who don't know a lot about no limit hold'em or who aren't really adept at these quantitative strategies. So with that, thanks very much for checking this video out, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Could have just called, but I think 3 betting that hand's pretty good. Good luck me. Here we go. Somebody try to do something. Somebody just jam on me. You can jam on me for whatever the fuck you want. As long as I win, I really don't care. That's the nice thing about this is it's not going to be aces. Hold. Yes. There we go. Keep in mind, we got to win this one to get to break even. I'll be honest, though. With the way that today's gone, I don't need to get to break even to be happy. If I take second, I'll still be happy. Today's been a bad day. I mean, the most impressive, the entity that is public that I've learned the most from is Pluribus. And so that's a cash game AI built by Facebook and Carnegie Mellon. You can get the hands on Reddit. I've gone through all of them about 3 times. I've done a video on them. It's private now, but if someone wanted it, they could just ask on our Discord. We'd get it for them. But Pluribus taught me the most. So the AI from CMU. Basically, what it taught me, but what happens is, you study solvers, for example. Hold, come on, don't chop either. Fucking bullshit. You study solvers, you try to figure out what's going on, you try to figure out how the game works, and implementation's always shit. But what it comes down to is there's this really human thing you do, which is you focus on the things that you find interesting, or you focus on the things that you, I don't know, whatever. It's difficult to see sometimes. It's difficult to see, even if you spend a lot of time with the sim, it's difficult to see everything. And it's hard to explain with words. It's almost like looking into a room, right? And the room's filled with objects, and then when you look at another room, or you look away, and someone says tell me all the shit that's in the room. And obviously you might be able to recount the big red couch or the big fucking huge TV, but you're gonna miss a truck on the floor, that's far away because it just doesn't register. You don't notice it. And that same thing can actually happen almost with strategies in No Limit Hold'em, where there will be these sub strategies or these things that, or these ways of playing a hand that are really important that you just overlook, and they happen actually systematically. They happen a lot. 20 bigs. Good luck us. Hoping to not bust. Ugh, that's brutal. Heart! Oh, we were so close. That's all right. It happens. Here we go. Gonna have to hold. Don't expect to have any fold equity. Expect to be getting called. Just gotta win. Hopefully it's ace 7 off or queen jack off. It's not a pair. If it was a pair, we'd have been called already. So that's good. So we're not getting called by 6s or something. So we're gonna have the most equity, so that's good. And it's just about, unless you're just being a dick with aces, but presumably, we got a fold. That's sick. That's sick when you have that fold equity with 7 BBs. Turn that 7 BBs into basically double. Pretty good. I am gonna just slam this in. Which I think it's kind of debatable. He's opening into 2 chip leader stacks, but I think ace 5 offsuit. I think that this hand class is supposed to just be dropped in these types of situations. Fuck. Brick. So, all right, guys. And I was in last place. So, I think with 11 big blinds, re-stealing ace 5, hoping for a fold is starting to get pretty reasonable against the cutoff. So, everybody who hung out with me today, I appreciate it. Obviously, really tough day. Easily lost 23,000. I'd say at least lost 23,000. So, certainly a tough day. Yeah. So, tough day. Shit happens. And before I go, I'm going to, actually what we're going to do before I go is I'm just going to sign out of oh, fuck, I played. It's tough because I don't have hand histories. So it's tough to look up. Actually, we'll just look up re-stealing ranges with 10 to 15 big blinds in range converter before I go. So this is Peel Solver, for those that don't know what it is. And I had 10 big blinds, which is not a lot. And the cutoff opens, and this is a normal-ish re-stealing strategy if someone min raises on a 10 big blind stack. Now, obviously, the way the range gets constructed is very important. It's very sensitive and all that. And there's ICM in the situation that I was in. Sure, fair enough. You can see ace 5 offsuit doesn't actually love jamming, but most of the other offsuit ace highs do love jamming. I felt like I was being kind of passive with them already because I'd flatted the other ace 7, and so I was yeah. I know that the other thing too is that you don't try to as a professional poker player, you're not trying to memorize this. Like you're just trying to understand like the categories of hands and like what things should roughly look like. So as you can see, mostly like re-stealing from the offsuit ace high region with like a 10 big blind stack versus a min raise is like pretty reasonable. It's not a bad idea. So that's what I did, and I did lose, which sucks. This is all available on rangeconverter.com, but also what's available on rangeconverter.com are these like ICM adjusted sims. And so we can just take a look at like, you know, if you add some kind of like ICM pressure to the situation, what things might look like. These are not available on rangeconverter.com. These are my own private ones, but I was just wanting to see if there's a better model. And so here's like, you know, the big blind has 10 big blinds in this model, which is not the worst for what we're looking at. And the cutoff is the UTG player in this sim. And so this is with some ICM. So this assumes the final table is four-handed. So this assumes kind of a lot of ICM, but for what it's worth, with 25 left and 20 people cashing, there's going to be a lot of ICM in the hand I was involved in. And so versus a cutoff open, this is from a chip leader, so this cutoff is going to have like a slightly wider range. So we can maybe look, but against a slightly wider range, just ace-5 offsuits being jammed. We can look at maybe against like a more normalized stack. So maybe we'll look at against the button. And if the button opens, you can see like ace-5 offsuit still mostly being jammed. These hand classes staying in for re-stealing, okay? So anyways, you get the idea. Like I'm not trying to like do this like kind of ICM adjusted coaching too much because it's very complex and that's actually a big part of the competitive advantage inside BBZ. But you can see that like, you know, this is all range converter material. This is the type of stuff that we go through inside BBZ. We've got shitloads of content. You know, this is, you know, I can like stretch this out for you guys. Hopefully you were able to see everything properly, but this, you know, this is this. Let me just stretch this. Like this is versus 3-bet. Like these are the answers versus 3-bet, etc. For all of it. And it goes. Obviously, we have like different archetypes. We have all these different archetypes. We have all these different archetypes because this all opens up. And like, I can keep opening this up. This is heads up. We can keep opening this up. This is full ring. We can keep opening this up. This is cash games, right? And like I can open up all these different stack depths over here. You can see how deep all this is. This is just for tournaments. This would just be for tournaments. It's open right now. So we've got ICM adjusted. We've got full ring. We've got heads up, etc. And so when people ask the question like, why do you think you're winning? Right? Like, what makes you think that you can win and like other people can't win? So this is a better view maybe for some of you to see everything. So this is full ring MTTs, etc. And this is just the beginning. This is just the inputs for the models. Okay. From these models, we have over 12,000 sims. Okay. So from these models, we have over 12,000 sims, which are post flop computations, essentially like outputs for what the strategy should look like, and we run those 12,000 sims are run completely. So those are not toy game models, which is what a lot of other people do. Okay, so if you're thinking about like, why would I join BBZ? Like, how am I going to learn? Like, what kind of things do you guys bring to the table? Like, we bring a fucking lot to the table as far as like things that we've studied and things and like material that we have and things that we think should give us an edge and like real tangible reasons for why we should win when other people should lose. So again, if you want to check out BBZ for CFP, if you want to check out BBZ for the material that we have on the website, bbzstaking.com, the videos, if you're looking for a stake, if you're trying to get better, we bring technological expertise, essentially is what it is. It's a technological edge. This is technology. And we have really solid reasons for why we're winning. So anyways, hopefully today you guys enjoyed the stream. I wish it would have ended differently for me financially, but it is what it is. Sometimes I have bad days. And I will talk to you guys later. So cheers. Thanks very much for hanging out, guys. And bye-bye.